Krishna Hari 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 Ram Hari Ram 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Hari Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Hari
Rama
Ram Ram Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Hari Ram Ram Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hari 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 Ram
Krishna
Hari
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hari
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya
Hare Krishna,
Prabhu Nityananda
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama,
Hari Hari Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hari Hari
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Rama Hari Hari
Rama,
Hari
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Rama
Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Hari Hari
Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna
Rama,
Hari
Rama,
Hari
Hare Krishna 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 Krishna,
Rama Hari
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Hari
Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Hari
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hari Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna.
Karuna, if you or River can advertise this, because nobody knows that we're live here. You got to advertise it. I can't do it. It's not working. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare 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 Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama,
yes.
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Rama, Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare. Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama, Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama, Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama
Rama,
Rama.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama,
Rama.
Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare. Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama, Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
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 Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare.
Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare Hare. Hare
Rama,
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 Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Jaya
Krishna,
Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda,
Hare
Jaya
Rama,
Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhaktivinoda,
Krishna.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jai
Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhaktivinoda,
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hari Hari, Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Jaya Sri Prabhupada.
Yeah. So Lalita Madhava from Rupa Goswami.
Hare Krishna.
Act. We're going to do Act 1, but we're going to skip to Act 2 soon. The beautiful moonlight glories of Mukunda give distress to the lotus faces of the wives of the demons in their raised breasts, which are like gleaming chakavaka birds. Those glories, however, are pleasing to his devotees, who are like chakora birds. May those glories, may those glories forever give pleasure to you all. The beautiful moonlight glories of Mukunda give distress to the lotus faces of the wives of the demons and to their raised breasts, which are like gleaming chakavaka birds. Those glories, however, are pleasing to his devotees, who are like chakora birds. May those glories forever give pleasure to you all. Let us offer our respectful obeisances. Let us offer our let us, oh my Lord. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh boy. Let us offer respectful obeisances to the dark cloud, Lord Krishna. Let us offer respectful obeisances to the dark cloud, Krishna, which showers the goddesses in the 8 directions with rain of sweetness. Which showers the goddesses in 8 directions with rains of sweetness. Which eternally decorates the gopis with beautiful vine-grown leaves and flowers, which eternally decorates the gopis with beautiful vine-grown leaves and flowers, and which embraces to the chest the peerless splendor moon of Sri Radha. Let us offer our respectful obeisances to the dark cloud of Lord Krishna, which showers the goddesses of the 8 directions with the rain of sweetness, which eternally decorates the gopis with beautiful vine-grown leaves and flowers, and which embraces to its chest the peerless splendid moon of Sri Radha. Shrutadara, after the Nandi slokas are finished, enough with these pompous words. Glancing over the audience, Lord Shiva, who is crowned with the half moon, who is expert in tasting the sweetness of always living in the groves of Vrindavan, who is Lord Brahma's kunds, shores decorated with hosts of great lotus flowers, and who is famous as the master of the gopis, appeared to me in a dream, and ordered me to write this play, named Lalita Madhava, which I am now eager to present to the many Vaishnavas assembled on this holy day at Diwali. Of Diwali to worship Govardhan Hill. At the entrance of the Madhava temple on the shores of Radhakund. Oh yeah. Oh my Lord. Oh my. Oh. His book is quite mystical. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Oh my Lord. Vrindavan ki jai. The moon-like supreme personality of Godhead. The moon-like supreme personality. Oh my Lord. The moon-like supreme personality of Godhead. The moon-like supreme personality of God. Krishna, the moon-like supreme personality of Godhead. who, who is known as the son of Mother Sachi. The moon-like supreme personality of Godhead, who is known as the son of Mother Sachi, has now appeared on earth to spread devotional service of himself. Has now appeared on earth. Now appeared on earth to spread devotional service to himself. He is the emperor of the Brahmin community. He is the emperor of the Brahmin. Oh my Lord. He is the emperor of the Brahmin community. He can drive away all the darkness of ignorance. He can drive away all the darkness of ignorance. He can drive away all the darkness of ignorance and control the mind of everyone. And control the mind of everyone in the world. May that rising moon bestow upon us all good fortune. May that rising moon bestow upon us all good fortune. Oh my Lord. Oh, the moon-like supreme personality of Godhead. Who else we got here? We can spot for one more. There he goes. The moon-like supreme personality of Godhead, who is known as the son of Mother Sachi, has now appeared on earth to spread devotional service of himself. He is the Brahmin community. he can drive away all the darkness of ignorance and control the mind of everyone in the world. May that rising moon bestow upon us all good fortune. Yeah, yeah. Has now appeared on earth to spread devotional service of himself. Sounds egotistical, huh? What a big ego he's got. Spread devotional service of himself. Well, what to do? We're all related. He's just telling us the truth. Yeah, you'll see, anybody who, gets attached to this Lord, sees you filled with bliss, by his mercy. And everything else fills you with ignorance, so you might as well, surrender, man. You're ready to surrender, it comes down to. And from your heart, this is the whole thing, man. Associate with devotees, chant with them, hear about the glories of Krishna and Lord Chaitanya, and just naturally your heart is filled with bliss, and you realize, this is my real friend, isn't it? This is my dear friend. This person I can depend on. This ally, this ally who takes away all the alloys in us, all these mixtures of the modes, and it just takes away, just we're left with this is a lot of people, even Christians, I hear they talking about love. Yesterday you could see the video, love, 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 love. But man, it's about love of something. Love of somebody. Love is not a noun. Love, it's all about love. Yeah, love of what? No, love of money. Yeah, love of man, woman. See, it's always here, even in this world, there's an object of that love. See? So, people, I think that's probably more this Brahman idea, it's about love, love, with no object. No, love of Krishna, love of God, see, it has an object, love of God, and it has its beautiful symptoms, all these ornaments, the ecstasies, the tears, the laughter, the choking of the voice, the wheeling of the head, everything we talked about yesterday, belching, mucus coming out of your nose, drooling, all this stuff. Man, it's so intense, so wonderful. Hey, love of Krishna, love of God. Now that's conclusive, isn't it? See, that shows you the path. The path is the goal. See, that's the goal, is love of Krishna, and the means, that's the devotee situated in that ras. See, I'm the way. Didn't Jesus say, I'm the way? I'm the way. Why? He's in his ras, man. He's the means and the goal. Jesus Christ and all devotees. That's how the disciplic line is passed. You cannot, bullshit your way into the kingdom. No, it's got to be real, right? Right there, Francis, for real.
Yes.
Yeah, a real devotee.
Oh.
Yeah. And then that's the path. You see, there's the path. It's the devotee. They're in their ras. They can show me the goal. They are showing me the goal. You see it on them. They're worshiping somebody. You can almost feel them because they got these symptoms, these ornaments, man, these degrees. They're not on the wall. They're on the body, man. You ever see those people? There's maps. They're looking for the map, and it appears on the body. Oh, they read the map on the body. That's a devotee. The map is on their body, man. That shows you I'm the way. Jesus said, it's not just, sectarian, something like that. No, where the way is, where is that devotee that has attained the mercy in a disciplic line, either in this life or a previous life? Well, they all have the symptoms, man. Well, we got a bunch of blind Vaishnavas in this world. They don't know where they're going. Hey, man, it's a devotee. Go where, can't you see? What, are you blind? Yeah, well, we're all blind because somebody's got to open our ears so we can see. Somebody's got to tell us the truth. Yeah, am I telling a lie? Is it the checklist that takes you to Vrindavan, or is it the devotee who is in that ras, chanting the glories of the Lord in intimacy and ecstasy? Why is everybody still trying to hide the door? Well, that's if you're still engaged by Maya and you're still blind and you're a blind leader leading blind followers. Yeah. So anyway, we're here to convince people by what? Blindness, ignorance, or truth? Come on, even Wonder Woman said that. I was watching Wonder Woman. She says everything needs to be based on the truth, not a lie. See? In the world, they're basing everything on lies right now. Baloney, man. Truth. Straighten things out, man. All this, you know what lies are? Basically materially motivated stuff. That's a lie, man. Fruitive activity, is a lie. The truth is things as they are, man. Transcend illusion by associating with the truth, which is a truthful devotee situated in their eternal identity of worshiping God, Krishna, more specifically in our line. If you're one of his sheep, see, those persons coming to Krishna, coming to Lord Chaitanya, you're their sheep. Well, you need to find his shepherd. His shepherds will tell you the truth, show you the path. If you don't believe in them, you're blind, and you remain blind until you do in some life. Okay? Philip said, Jesus said to Philip, you know the path. You know the path. And Philip still didn't get the spirit, so he's still kind of a little bit dense, dumb. Oh, where's the path, man? Where's the path? Yeah. I'm the path, man. I'm the way. Meditating on the Lord's devotees. Don't we read that enough in the in the first chapter of the Adi Leela? It's the glories of the devotees of the Lord, the sunlight spiritual master. Sun. Yeah. What is that sun? Conclusive truth, man. It's wonderful. It's so, it gives you eyes, gives you sight. We're here to open the blind's eyes. We are doing miracles every day, man. Just opening the devotee's eyes, man. Wow, I can see today. This is the miracle, man. What? Just open people's blind eyes. Whoa, I can see the material modes of nature again. Whoopee. Whoa. How about, he opened my darkened eyes like the book says, the songbook says. By his word, all my ignorance is destroyed. Now I can see where I'm going. Yes, I'm going to Vrindavan. Yes, love of God is the way. The devotees who have love of God are the proper teachers because they have the right understanding and real knowledge. Isn't it nice? Some clarity in this life. This is what you get when you chant the holy name in ecstasy. If you can't do that, you're blind as a bat, man. I don't care how big a guru or how many followers you got. That means nothing to me or the Lord. I'm just telling you, it means nothing to him how many followers you got. No, how much love do you have? How much devotion to him do you have? That's why he comes here. Yeah.
It's ecstatic clarity and clear ecstasy.
It's what now? Ecstatic clarity.
Ecstatic clarity and clear ecstasy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it's about. Yeah, it's just, okay. The moonlight supreme. See, the moon cools us down, man. Here, we're in the hot sun of Maya. That's the problem. In this world, it's beating down the sun now, and they make it worse now with the demons around doing their dastardly things. Now there's no ozone layer practically, and the sun's really beating down on everybody. But that's the Maya. It's beating down on everybody. The moon cools us. That moon is the Lord. See, Lord Chaitanya appeared in this world 550 years ago. Hell, and he's appearing again, by the way. The devotees caused the Lord to appear again and again and again. He descends in their hearts, and from them ecstatic prema emanates. And like the devotee said yesterday, he said in 800,000 miles it purifies. That's how powerful it is. Okay? The devotees cause the Lord to descend. Otherwise, what are you doing? Yeah, you're doing ceremonies, man. You're doing ceremony wash. Oh, I think we'll wait for the appearance of Lord Chaitanya in 1 year, and then we'll go to the ceremony, and still we don't see the Lord. But every day you come to the devotee, man, you see the appearance of Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna every day. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Aren't you greedy? No, you're not. Most people aren't until you hear the glories of real devotional service, man, and the glories of what it is to have the Lord appear in your life every day. How we get clear. You notice how clear we get every day? That's only because the Lord appears here. He's the personification of clarity. He's the personification of love and devotion. He's the personification of inspiration. He's the personification of every good thing. Yeah? And that Lord appears here every day. And people are so friggin' blind, they don't know it. And we get, 7 people here out of millions of devotees. That's how blind everything is. That's from following gurus who can't see. That's for following gurus that are blind. How long you want to do that? Don't you got any greed? Don't you see the glories of what's going on here? I ain't glorious, but the Lord is glorious, and he's here every friggin' day. Giving his blessings to you guys. He gives me a little drop of something here once in a while. Okay? That's why I got to scream, man. There's too much wax in people's ears from listening from bullshitters. People haven't realized the truth. You're out there, look at me, I'm fucking guru. Oh my God, got it, man. I messed up another class. Please forgive. I'll wash my mouth out with soap later. Come on, we're here to teach the real disciplic line. The real line is a real devotee. That's it, man. You know, that's gotten the blessings of Radha and Krishna and Lord Chaitanya and the disciplic line and the order. Everything of that is here, obviously, because it's going on like this. People are ecstatic. You ever seen Lalita Ganga's face? Where does that come from? She must be in the right place or something. Can you believe it? Vaishnavas, how long are you going to be in ignorance? How long are you going to remain in ignorance? Aren't you in this line or what? You come here, we'll teach you what the real line is. Real line is not a big show bottle thing. Oh, look at this guy. Wow, he's so great. Yeah, where's his ecstasy? Yeah, where's his conclusive understanding that trumps everything? That does something for people, that removes their ignorance, that purifies them, gets the demons out of them, so they can worship Krishna. Where is that? This is the only place I've ever seen. Everything else, I see a big show. Oh, well, he's an illustrious guru. He's the thunderbolt sannyasi. Yeah, and nothing gets done. And they're all doing Vaidhi rules and regulations. You got to be doing austerities, and you got to work your butt off and do this. And someday you will get Krishna in some lifetime, and not this lifetime, because you're listening to somebody perform. You got to be a performer here, man. Performer, a real actor. These people, they can't act. They're actors, superficial. They're stand-ins. Anybody qualified to do the job, so they're stand-in, man. Lookalikes. They look like real gurus, but they're not. They're neophyte pure devotees, okay? Because they will get, they will get there. I got to encourage them. I got to do a little bit of, first humiliation and then humbleness. Because, I mean, you get a big false ego when you try to be guru and get all these followers, bowing down to you, and you got no ecstatic ras, to purify you. What are you going to do? You're going to get proud. You're going to get thinking you're really great or something, because you got to taste something. And if you see, when they were churning the ocean of milk, in the Bhagavatam, right? Churn the ocean of milk. The stupid people, the stupid ones, what they said? Well, we want to go to the head of the class. We want to go to the head of the churning, to go in front. See? And the demigods were thinking, God, I don't know. They want to go to the front, but maybe we should go to the front because we're demigods. And Vishnu said, no, stay in the back. Just be in the back and churn. Don't go to the front. The demons want to go to the front. See, that's where all the poison is. That's trying to be a false acharya. That's where the poison is, man. That's why you followers get in first usually, because they go to the head of the snake. The poison is in name and fame and all that, which you get in being a false acharya, man. And you start to believe it. This is the problem. This is why I have to I have to beat that false ego of, that's there. I mean, this is truth. And hey, man, if it applies, if you go, how dare he? How dare he? I see. This is just like Brigo. I'm testing. I just come up here and I want to see, okay, is there any humility there? Do you feel offended? People are all into, offense to the vote. Yeah, don't be offensive by expressing the truth. Okay? That's offensive is truth. That's what it's come down to in Vaishnavism. Truth is offensive. Being real is offensive. Do you notice that? Oh, that's not very humble of you to tell the truth that these guys are not qualified.
Yeah, that's true.
Offensive, Gohari, to say that people are not qualified that are not qualified. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about showing the truth, And if you are qualified, well, then, hey, man, you're in your ecstatic relationship with Krishna, and you can demonstrate it if you want to at least show that you're going to develop faith in you. Otherwise, they're all, really don't have any faith, but they want to look like they do. See, that's all doubt. How can you have faith if the person ain't telling you the truth, really? It'll always be some doubt in the back of your mind that, of course, you won't acknowledge. Otherwise, you'll lose the path. Well, you already lost the path. You're not on the real path yet. You're not a real follower. You want to be a real follower? You find a real follower, and they'll teach you how to be a real follower, right? Isn't that a spiritual master? They're a real follower of Lord Chaitanya, follower of Path of Prem. They got Prema Bhakti symptoms. They prove it. Just like Lord Chaitanya proved it. We worship him. Why? Because we could see that person was ecstatically worshiping Krishna. We worship Nityananda. Why? Because he proved it. He showed that we ecstatically worship Krishna. Prabhupada also. We know Bhaktivinoda had ecstatic symptoms. But now, that's, So, Karun, I have to take you off because and I can't mute you. I don't know why that's like that, but that's what I have to try to come back on. Just watch the video, please. Yeah. So anyway, there's a point where it is ridiculous. It's like show bottle, and people, if they were gonna advance, they have to get in touch with reality. Reality is the highest reality, is devotion to Krishna, spontaneous love of God. See, distinguished from everything, distinguished from people that are not qualified saying they are qualified. Even though, I'm not really qualified, but I'll take the position as bona fide spiritual master, and I'll take the worship, but I'm not really qualified. Oh, I see. That. Why are you misleading people? Why? I don't have to, nobody here has to say whether they're qualified or not. People can see it. Yeah. Is this person qualified? Well, all I have to do is we just teach what is the qualification, and you guys can decide, is it here? And just to make sure I'm not bullshitting you or lying to you, you can check it in the book. Oh yeah, a devotee a spiritual master is qualified with the mellows of devotion. You can look at Gaurahari or anybody else here. Do they have the mellows of devotion? Do they have the symptoms of prema? What is the difficulty? It's all in the books. But nobody can speak about it because they ain't got the symptoms. And if they do, they will show themselves. They can't even do it. Because if you don't have the symptoms, you can't even see these things in the book. It's all self-evident. Everything is so clear to a devotee who washes his heart by ecstatic worship every day. And it gets clear to others who listen to them, because they're just saying, hey, man, I'm just telling you, the Lord is showing me all these things every day, and I just share. And then more comes. Yeah, more ecstatic worship, man. We just keep washing. It's like that Karate Kid movie. Hands on, this way, and this. You just keep doing this. This is devotion.
Wax on, wax off.
Wax on, wax off, wax on every day. Wax on of bhakti, wax off the modes of nature. Wax on. After a while, it becomes really clear. Oh, I see. This is the way it works. And then after a while, you teach everybody wax on, wax off. Here, wax on, wax off. You wonder, what am I doing in Sadhu Sangha? Well, keep waxing on bhakti, looking at it, watching it, chanting with us, and wax off the modes of nature. And after a while, oh, wow, ooh, you become doing a little dance, a rasa dance. Something happens, something very interesting, very different. Yeah. So how can we complement the Vaidhi Bhaktas that are not qualified? What can we give them? Well, if it brings you here or brings a disciple here, then what you've done is really amazing, So everybody is working to the best of their abilities. They're trying to advance a Krishna consciousness, but most people are blind in religion. So they need to associate with devotees to tell them the truth, And yeah, it may feel like, but hey, man. The Lord Chaitanya did that a lot. He took, Devananda Pandit. The guy must have been proud because, he was teaching Bhagavatam, but he was acting very humble, very humble, everything, until a devotee comes, and then Srivas, right, an ecstatic devotee, and he started crying a little bit when he heard the Bhagavatam recitation. And he threw him out. Get out of here. Whoa, where's the humbleness in that? That made Lord Chaitanya really angry. Oh, Mr. Humble Pie over there. I had one of these humble pie guys in the gurus in ISKCON do the same thing with my disciple. Oh, go away from Gaurahari Das. He ain't in the line. Mr. Humble Pie. Yeah, personally, why does he give me these experiences? That's how I learn. I said, oh boy, it comes again, man, Mr. Humble Pie. Goes over and misleads my disciples. Do you think that angers Lord Chaitanya? Yeah, for the benefit of people, because they don't know. They keep doing stuff like that, all in being authorities in bhakti, and they're all running around serving those kind of persons. And they don't make it to Vrindavan. Okay? The Vaidhi Bhaktas and gurus even don't realize they are in religion. Exactly.
They don't know that. True.
No. They don't know that. Yeah.
No. Listen.
Yeah, they don't know because but the thing is that the person who has been purified by this ecstatic worship knows, because they look at symptoms. That's all. I teach how to see what you can learn here, what you can't learn in these mass movements in Vaishnavism, is you learn what Prabhupada also discerned and tried to teach in Bhaktisiddhanta and Bhaktivinoda. You look at the symptoms of a person to see what they are. That's why I try to say it's not about, wearing dhotis to show symptoms. That symptom of a devotee is what kind of dhoti you wear, or what kind of rubber stamp you got from what organization saying that. Yeah, that's not a symptom. That's external. That means a symptom of external view. External bhakti, they call it. External, that means you're just a beginner. You're wax on, wax off. You don't know what the wax is. You don't know the wax of bhakti, and you don't know how to get rid of the modes of nature. You're just waxing on and waxing off. You come here, we'll teach you what the wax really is and what goes, what the false ego is. The highest truth you'll taste, and the false ego you'll start to realize that's been controlling you for lifetimes. And it starts to wax off. See? You got to wax the bhakti on and wax off the false ego. A new analogy. That's pretty good, huh? Karate Kid.
Karate Kid, yeah.
Knows you, Krishna works through the movies too. Yeah. So anyway, I know it's hard to take, and people may, if you don't like this, if you're offended by this, you're offended by the truth. Truth offend. You know what Jesus said? Jesus was like, he just didn't hold back, man. He just spoke the truth, man. You Pharisees are full of vipers. And they were. Just like you Brahmins, you sannyasis, most of you are still vipers. You're not qualified, and therefore you're a viper. You got some poison in you. There's Putana there. Oh, you have the symptoms of Putana still running you. She can't, what the symptoms of Putana? She comes to Vrindavan and says, I'm a real devotee. Don't you see? I'm dressed really good. I'm a shape changer. I look like a devotee and everything. See? How many gurus and teachers and Brahmins are like that? You see, I'm a representative of Vrindavan. You do that when you go to Radhakund, that's exactly what happens. These Brahmins come up there and they're materially greedy. And they say, you see, we're representing Radhakund. You want to get to Radharani, you got to go through us and give us some money. See, that's and people believe it. Neophytes believe it. Just like you go to those gurus. Yeah, you want to get to Vrindavan, Radhakund and Radha and Krishna, you got to go through us, but give us some money, give us your time, give us your energy, and you don't get Vrindavan. The best you'll get is you show Krishna you're sincere and you really hanker and desire Vrindavan, and he sends you to a real devotee who represents the relationship in Vrindavan. The ecstatic worship of Vrindavan. Now you're learning about the real Vrindavan. See? Without seeing that relationship and being attracted to it, you cannot perform Raganuga Bhakti. You got to see a devotee worshiping in this crazy, mad-like way and say, hey, man, I also want to worship like that. Man, yeah, so all that transcendental madness does look like fun. It does look different, and I think I'm ready for that. I think I'm ready to be different and do different and find out who I really am in the Ras. Yeah, and then you start to really learn. See, that's Raganuga Bhakti. You're attracted to a devotee who is worshiping the Lord in intimacy and ecstasy. And otherwise you're like these persons, unqualified. Gurus, sannyasis with thousands of followers sometimes are unqualified. Can you believe it? Yeah, that's the truth. Unqualified. Why? Because they see a devotee right here on Facebook Live. And not only one, many now. Worshiping the Lord in intimacy and ecstasy of Vrindavan. And they think, oh, I'm not interested in that. You're not qualified for Raganuga Bhakti. You're not qualified for what Lord Chaitanya came here to preach. You're not here for the postgraduate course. Oh, well, take your followers wherever you're going. That's where they're going. You know, whatever level you've attained, that's what they've attained because they believe in you. If you're still in hypocrisy, which most still are, they also will become little hypocrites. Yeah, just like you serve monsters. I'm not saying they're monsters, but you know, whoever you serve, you get their qualities. If they're a Brahmin, that's the best you can do. If you serve a real spiritual master who is intimately worshiping the Lord in the Vrindavan mood with that ecstasy and that intimacy, you get that. It's pretty simple, isn't it? What do you want in Krishna consciousness? You want that? Well, just telling you straight out, man. If you're out there watching this video, that's how you get it. You know, if anybody's opposed to this worship, they're an obstacle, and you really want Krishna, you got to let it go. You got to let gurus go. I mean, that's in the Bhagavatam. It's all in there. Remember? Look at Bali Maharaj. He let his guru go. He didn't say, well, I'm not here to follow you anymore because you're opposed to Shuddha Bhakti. Even though you raised the dead and did all these so-called miracles, you're still opposed to Vamanadev, who was a representative at the time of Shuddha Bhakti. See, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And the wives of the Brahmins did the same thing. The wives of the Brahmins, the ecstatic cowherd boys appeared, the real representatives of Krishna in Vrindavan, right? And the Brahmin said, no, you got to stay home. We don't want to serve them. See, they were adverse to that next level. See, beyond the rules and regulations of a stereotyped Vaishnava, Brahmin, which many sannyasis show the same symptoms. And the wives said, no, we want to go. We're going to go. And the husbands said, no, you're supposed to serve your husbands and spiritual master. That's what they lay on people. Why? We don't got enough for you. And they said, no, we want to go to why are you adverse to ecstatic worship of the cowherd boys? They're really intimate. We're going to go there now. See, they gave up everything for the next level. They had to. That's why, hey, man, if you leave your guru out there, it's not a bad thing for here because now you're following the real Bhagavatam. This is in the Bhagavatam, isn't it? Nobody knows. Those gurus certainly know, because they're one of the obstacles. See? We're the popsicles. we have our role to play. They got theirs. They're here to stop their followers from moving on to ecstatic devotion, and we're here to play the role of, hey, come on towards ecstatic devotion. The Bhagavatam, we're proving that we know more of the Bhagavatam than they do because we're personification of that level. See, that's the only way you can understand the real Bhagavatam. You have to go to such ecstatic devotees whose hearts are purified by bhakti and they fit the verse. Only those who have a pure heart can understand Srimad Bhagavatam. See, first canto, first chapter, second verse, very second verse. You have to prove that you know the Bhagavatam, that you know 10th canto, man. That you can preach 10th canto. You can preach even how people make it to the Shuddha Bhakti platform. If you can't prove that, you are not a personification of Bhagavatam. That means Krishna is not working through you. Because I know I could not know these things unless Krishna was here. Okay? That's the only way we can know Bhagavatam. And then you can prove it to yourself. If you're an intelligent follower, you can go and look and see, did Bali Maharaj leave his guru? Yes or no? His spiritual master could raise the dead simply because his guru was adverse to Shuddha Bhakti. Hey, man, I'm teaching the Bhagavatam and prove it. You check it. Can they prove why you should stay with them? If they don't like this way of worship, this ecstatic mood, these clear teachings, you know, that means you're not very clear and not very hungry for Vrindavan. Prabhupada said, Krishna, you got to be very intelligent to understand Krishna consciousness, to follow Krishna consciousness. But, none of us are. I am not. But you come here, the Lord will help you. The devotees will help you. You come here, you'll find out. Chapter 1 of Adi Leela on the spiritual master. You will see the super soul help you from within, and you'll see the super soul without help you from without as the sun-like spiritual master. You will get an experience of that. Otherwise, not. They can't give you an experience unless they're there. Unless Krishna is really using them in his transcendental potency and not a mode of goodness potency. That's mundane still. Mode of passion, ignorance, it's still in the modes, or even liberation. Liberated devotee can't see yet. They're looking at the bright effulgence, and they're also talking love, 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 love. Love of what? Even in Krishna, some of the guys preaching the liberated concepts, be a selfless servant, and it's all about love, 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 love. Yeah, love of what? See? Devotees, specific, clear. Love of Krishna. Devotion to Krishna is eternal. Well, Lord Chaitanya said it, devotees tells it. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, that makes you eternal, makes you a liberated soul. You don't have love of Krishna with all the signs and symptoms in the body and the emotions in the mind and the clarity and all of that, then you're bogus. Still. You're boga. See, bogus is boga. Boga means unoffered. Okay? You haven't offered yourself yet. And you got to learn how to surrender to Krishna, how to abandon all varieties of religions, and whether you're a guru or a spiritual master or alleged spiritual master, you have to learn how to abandon all varieties of religion and surrender to Krishna. That means Krishna comes as the spiritual master. Can you recognize him? If you can't, you're not delivered. Isn't that what we prove here? People recognize here, and they develop faith in such a guru like this. Look what they get. The uncommon mercy. We discussed that yesterday. The uncommon special mercy. It's proof that Krishna is here as guru. You cannot bullshit your way, man, through this. You can lie to people, but you're part of Maya when you do that. The Lord actually has to use somebody to deliver others. You have to see, and build confidence in truth in your disciples so they become solid and Maya cannot shake them. See? That's only by the action of what? Chapter 1, Adi Leela. You got to see that in action. The book Bhagavat and the devotee Bhagavat and going there. 1, 2, punch. 1, 2. Maya's 1, 2, 1, 2. Bam, 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 bam. Bhagavatam, devotee, Bhagavatam, devotee, Bhagavatam, devotee. Boom, boom. And after the Maya, he's going, okay, I surrender. I'm happy about it, finally. Oh, okay. We think that action every day. We're in a ring with Maya, man. One Bhagavatam concept and 1, 2, pull that concept out and slug it, smash it into the faces of everybody. Eat this. Eat this. Eat this truth, man.
You gotta eat this, man.
we got Shamaguri going. Let's see what she says. Even though I share your class and also from Lalita Ganga and so on, it will take time. yeah, that's reality. Of course, it'll take time. May take a whole generation, but who cares? Fun. That's the main thing. Preaching the truth, isn't it? Isn't that right, Francis? We just preach the truth.
Yes.
Have fun time, joke around a little bit, smash a few false concepts. Time for them to realize the real truth you are telling every day. Only a few are coming sometimes to listen. Time will show the real sincerity. Yeah. Yeah. Well, isn't that, look at what Jesus did. He came and he was like a real battler, man. He just a real warrior. He just came right in there. He got 11. We also got our 11, don't we? And maybe a little more. Hey, man, from those 11 became 5,000.
Look at Christianity, it's still the biggest religion of the world.
Real big thing, yeah. Why wouldn't the Lord do this? See, same thing. We start small and big.
Everything starts small.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Of course, it's hard to take. People have been believing in illusion. They've been believing these gurus for 50 years. That thing is on a false foundation from the beginning. It's going to fall. The truth is going to cause it to fall. It's just like they're doing now. They want to reset the world. They have to break it down. In other words, this system is wrong. It's not built on the foundation of truth. After Prabhupada left, he was a bona fide spiritual master. After he left, nothing was there bona fide. They're all imitators. False foundations got to fall. How can it? It's the same thing. When Jesus came here, he got rid of the worship of the Pharisees with 11 people. And then later on, everybody realized, yes, it's about this Jesus Christ, and these apostles are bona fide, more than these Pharisees. Let's believe in their teaching. Let's believe in their word. And boom, they got the Holy Spirit. It's the same thing here. Whoever believes in this teaching, even though we're boldly preaching against the truth, it has to. The lie, the illusion, the Maya is always preaching against the truth. We got to preach against the lie. Right not? It's a battle like that. You got, Prabhupada said you got to declare war on Maya if you're going to get in this ring. Otherwise, Maya's just steamrolling everything. Everything's going down Maya. Oh, yeah, these gurus. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, Guru Dave, please give me mercy. They got no mercy to give. Okay? Yeah, mercy is ecstatic devotion. Is that emanating from you? I mean, I'm just telling the songbook, man. Bottom line, if it is, then you're bona fide. There's no problem. You'll say, hey, man, God, Gaurahari, he actually sees like I see. But nobody's saying that, do they? No, they don't see. Gaurahari doesn't see like we see. You're right. My opinion is different. My opinion is Krishna's opinion. And if it wasn't, it wouldn't be in the book. If a real guru, ecstatic prema, didn't emanate from a person, then it wouldn't be in the book that it does. People's ignorance is being destroyed here with the truth. Therefore, it's Krishna's opinion. I'm just repeating it. And you guys check me on it. If I say a bona fide guru has ecstatic prema emanating from them because the songbook does, check it. See if it says it in the songbook. By their word, ignorance is destroyed. Is your ignorance being destroyed? The things that you believed in that you thought were true, and you're finding out they're actually not in the songbook, in the Vedas, in Prabhupada's books. You check it. Then if you find it's right, you're a real sadhu. And then you see, oh yeah, he's not just saying his opinion, he's saying Krishna's opinion. He's saying what Prabhupada said. Prabhupada said, we're not interested in our own opinion, we're interested in Krishna's opinion. That's why it's hard to see, like he says, well, it's hard to take what you say, the truth. Yeah, because people believe in illusions. They believe that these gurus who are not qualified can deliver them. But as I say, if they are qualified, they will acknowledge that we're speaking the truth. If they don't, that means they got contamination. What good is it? What good can they do when this is here? When deliverance is here? When grace is here? When the mercy of Lord Chaitanya is here? What good can that do when this is here? And it is proven to work. Formula working.
Fruits.
Yeah. So yeah, they might say, well, it's all about how attached you are to that. It's war. What can I say? Truth against illusions. Prove that that's not an illusion. Worshipping gurus like that. Prove it. Come here and prove it to me. You guys memorize plenty of verse. I memorized none really. But you prove that you know the truth. And I'll set evidence from this side. But nobody ever comes. See, that's proof there's illusion. They won't come because they'll be exposed. Their game will be exposed. Their precious commodity of their disciples, they will lose.
What use to memorize a verse if you don't know what it means?
Yeah. And so when they die, when you pass from the body, see, then they think, oh, Gohar, why are you doing it? Well, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see the tough thing. You're going to see that you failed. You're going to see it. You think you're going back to Godhead, but you don't. So you get a chance here. And people think, oh, you're so harsh. You're so mean and everything. What? I'm just giving you a second chance, man. You get a chance before you die because you can make it now. You can get what Lalita Ganga has in so many devotees here. You get another chance. Otherwise, you're just going to die like that, a Vaidhi Bhakta, following the, like the Pharisee types, that have not made it because they're speculators and their mind is many branched and they're alloys. It's the alloy thing, and they're not pure devotion. They don't have that benediction. So it'll be what it is. People will, some will hear this and they will come. Some will hear you guys and come. That's why I say, if people like your classes, don't just send them to me right away. Okay, man, teach them a little bit. Give them some association. They take responsibility because, they might get blown out by these classes or so. So you got to see who's ready. As you see, pretty intense here. Jesus was really intense. Lord Chaitanya was very intense. Krishna was very intense. Yeah. And so that's why, you got to get people ready for that intensity. Not everybody is, because you guys are here. I can do this. I can be like this. But not everybody can take it.
We come for the intense.
Yeah, well, Yeah, see, Shamaguri likes it, but you got to realize not everybody's ready. It's like, blow them out of the water. So you talk to them, you teach them, see, the thing is, what you got to do, Shamaguri, take responsibility. You got to give classes. You got to share what this has impacted on you. Don't just, come to Gaurahari's class and expect them not to be blown out of the water. You got to take you and everybody else out there. You're getting stuff here. You're getting a transmission. You're getting purified. Give and it shall be given unto you. Get up there on Facebook Live and open your mouth and Krishna will speak through you. See? And and then they'll listen to you and gradually they'll get purified. And then you can send them here. Develop a relationship with these new devotees. We work together like this. I'm here teaching. This is like the inner circle, teaching those who are ready to withstand truth, that are ready for this. A lot of people believe in illusions still. They believe in that level deeply. So they can't just let it go. So, Krishna will empower you and you'll speak the right thing for them. Usually, hopefully. Yeah. So that's how we can work together here. Too many times I see people, they don't want to take responsibility and they say, just go to Gaurahari, just go to Gaurahari. No, you get up there. That includes you, John, that can get up there and preach more. Oh, you do that on your own. Okay, well, I won't get on your case anyway. Do what you do. But basically, if you can do it, preach to people and get them ready for this. Don't just turn them over here. They can, you see how I preach, even to newcomers. When I come here, I try to make a relation, and help them make a bridge. I don't just come right out and
The difference is that we can say that what you say is true,
yeah,
that you really delivered us this frame that we can say. And then we
yeah,
can talk about how our
yeah,
experience, how it feels, how it starts, how it works.
yeah.
We can show that it's not by rules and regulations, because
Exactly.
we can talk about mercy because we just received it from you. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's how it works. It's like Jesus said, you go in the door and you become the shepherd of the sheep. See, you're in the door now, and you show them how you made it through that point, and you becoming purified and extend more and
Yeah.
more ecstatic. Yeah, you show them from your experience. Then they look at that. Okay?
Like this
Gradually.
morning, I made a video and I showed how I read, how I experience what the pleasure is when I'm reading Krishna Das Govinda Lilamrita, just a piece, and then later I read something else, but just to show what a pleasure it is.
Yeah, yeah,
Not just a dry reading, just pick out a piece and then, oh, wow.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it, man. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, like that. 'Cause everything is intense at this level. See, it's intense ecstasy. If you see it, ecstasy is intense, and then yeah, every time it's like that. The deeper I go in ecstasy, the more harder we go on the Maya, in truth. So it's intense. It's like cuts things out, and just so. Yeah, it's just a very intense experience, but not everybody's ready for this. So anyway, I think by and by it will. Ah, Krishna. Ah, this power Rupa Goswami is amazing, man. There's so much. Reading that is just pregnant with devotion and bhakti of Rupa Goswami. These verses. This is extraordinary. That's why Prabhupada said, unless you study the Goswami literatures, you can't enter Vrindavan. It's all in. It's all in their writings. It's just amazing. But again, you have to be you have to be opened up to be able to partake of that. Yeah. So, what do you think, Francis? Give us say something.
Yes, I follow you, Maharaj, a few years, and it is so exciting to to feel that, and and this every day it is refreshing, even more and more.
Wow.
Even for myself, with your lectures, also the other devotees, so inspiring. You see, and and also I do also my best now also for to preach also. You see,
Yeah.
for to some persons while I have taxi driving like that. I met sometimes very nice people like that, and
Oh,
so yeah, maybe
yeah.
they come also listen like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's also my I will say it in English. I'm not so good in English, but for me also for to go live more also little by little. You see?
Yeah. 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 And you can go live by yourself and just read. You don't have to have Johan there.
Yes.
You just sit there and read, and
Yeah.
when something comes from your own realizations, you can do that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Just yeah, you'll find it, and the more you do it, the more you'll feel confident, and you'll see the benefit of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Maharaj, to inspire me, and it's really amazing. It's wonderful. What I feel, what I had got some realizations about that also. It's really, yeah.
That's what you need to, just go live and share that, You
Yeah.
go live, share that, you read a little bit, and then things will come. And you'll see it's a beautiful experience. And you'll feel great. You'll feel this feeling of service, and the Lord will bless you more and more like that. Give, and it shall be given unto you. Because you're receiving energy, receiving life. It's the ever freshness of this. Now just share it out and more will come. You get purified doing that and more will come in.
Yes.
Ask Rita, she knows.
Thank you to preach to me also.
Yeah, that's why I say it's good. The devotees should come on, man. Come on here. We talk and you can share. It makes a big difference,
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. It's true.
Yeah, that's good. See, that shows that you have attraction. You are tasting the ever freshness of Krishna consciousness. See, and that's advancement. See, that's spiritual advancement. That's Bhakti Lata Bij. That's attraction. You like the books? Do you like reading?
Yes, I like reading.
See, there you go.
I drive a lot, you see. I have not so much time in reading, but still, I must to do more like that.
You know what you can do? You can you listen to something while you're driving?
Yes, sometimes. Yes, sure. Yes.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
also
Do you get YouTube also? You get YouTube?
Yes, YouTube. Yes.
Yeah, you can go and get these. Let's see what it is. Amala Bhaktadas tapes. He has Chaitanya Charitamrita and also Srimad Bhagavatam. They're just the chanting of the verses, and they're very good. Oh man, you just listen to those, you get ideas and many things. I did that for you. Still good.
I'll write it down.
Yeah. Ask Freddie about that. Amala Bhaktadas. You just do a search. You do a search on YouTube for Srimad Bhagavatam, and you'll see there's a whole list of these things. Playlist of all the Bhagavatams and everything, and they're recited by Amala Bhaktadas. They're very good, very good.
Yeah. Oh, it's very interesting. Yes. Sure, I want to listen to that. Yes.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
So, where's Lolita? Oh, she went to the bathroom, probably. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. So,
yeah.
So, Lolita, why don't you read us something?
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you, Maharaj. Also, and I must go on the road now. Also.
Okay.
And
all right, good. Thank you for coming. Keep coming now.
Yeah, very inspiring. Shoot. Thank you.
Yes.
Haribo, Lolita.
Is being inspired, man.
Hare Krishna. Jai. All glories.
Yeah. Thank you, Francis. Hare Krishna.
Haribo. Jai.
Jai. So where is Sundari? Where she should come on here now. We need more. We need more divine feminine.
She's there.
Yeah, she's there, but she needs to come on. What is this? She's just hanging back there.
Yeah. Maybe she's on the road.
Maybe. Who knows? Go ahead. Read. No. Sorry. No, do what you want.
It's only that. Let's see. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Something about Haridas Thakur?
Whatever you like.
I like him.
Okay.
I really like it.
I must find it.
It is Anchalila, chapter 11. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya. Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra. Jaya Gora Bhaktavrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya. Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra. Jaya Gora Bhaktavrinda. The passing of Haridasa. All glories, all glories, all glories to my spiritual master, Bhaktivedanta, Paramahamsa, Srila Gora Haridas Maharaj Acharya. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, to Jagannath Babaji, to Bhaktivinoda Thakur, to Lord Nityananda, to Lord Chaitanya. Oh, glories to Radharani. Oh, glories to Radharani. And all glories to Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Verse 1. Let me offer my respectful obeisances. Unto Haridas Thakur and his master, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who danced. Who danced with the body of Haridas Thakur on his lap. Oh, glory. Oh, glories to Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is very merciful and who is very dear to Advaita Acharya and Lord Nityananda. Oh, glories to the master of Srinivasa Sakura. Oh, glories to the master of Haridasa Thakura. Oh, glories to the dear master of Gadadhara Pandita. Oh, glories to the master of the life of Sarupa Damodara. Oh, glories, oh, glory. Oh, glories to Lord Chaitanya. Oh, glories Chaitanya, who is very dear to Kaji Mishra. He is the Lord of the life of Jagadananda, and he is the Lord of Rupa Goswami. Sanatana Goswami, Raghunatha Dasa Goswami. Oh, glories to the transcendental form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, the supreme personality of Godhead. My dear Lord, kindly give me shelter at your lotus feet. By your causeless mercy. Oh, glories to Lord Nityananda. Who is the life and soul of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? My dear Lord, kindly give me engagement in devotional service at your lotus feet. Oh, glories, oh, glories, oh, glories, my Chaitanya. Who is treated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as superior due to his age and respectability. Please give me engagement in devotional service at your lotus feet. Oh, glories. Oh, glories to all the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. For the Lord is their life and soul. All of you, kindly bestow devotional service upon me. Oh, glories to Rupa Goswami, to Sanatana Goswami, to Jiva Goswami, Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, Raghunatha Pata Goswami, and Gopala Bhatta Goswami, the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan. They are all my masters. I'm writing this narration of the pastimes and attributes of the Lord by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates. I don't know how to write properly, but I purify myself by writing this description. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thus recited at Jagannath Puri. With his personal devotees, and he enjoyed the congregational chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. In the daytime, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu engaged in dancing and chanting and in seeing the temple of Lord Jagannath. At night, in the company of his most confidential devotees such as Ramananda Raya and Swarupada Buddhara Goswami. He tasted the nectar of the transcendental mellows of Lord Sri Krishna's pastime. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very happily passed his days in this way at Nilachala, Jagannath Puri, feeling separation from Krishna. He exhibited many transcendental symptoms all over his body. Day after day, the symptoms increased. And at night, they increased even more. All these symptoms, such as transcendental anxiety, agitation, and talking like a madman, very present, just as they are described in the Shastras. Sarupa Damodar Goswami and Ramananda Rai, the Shiva assistants in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes, remained with him both day and night. One day, Govinda, the personal servant of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, went in great jubilation to deliver the remnants of Lord Jagannath's food to Haridas Thakur. When Govind came to Haridas, he saw that Haridas Thakur was lying on his back and chanting his rounds very slowly. Please rise and take your Mahaprasada, Govinda said. Haridas Thakur replied, Today I shall observe fasting. I have not finished chanting my regular number of rounds. How then can I eat? But you have brought Mahaprasada, and how can I neglect it? Saying this, he offered prayers to the Mahaprasada. He took a little portion and ate it. The next day, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Haridas' place, and he inquired from him, Haridas, are you well? Haridas offered his obeisances to the Lord. And he replied, my body is all right, but my mind and intelligence are not well. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu further inquired from Haridas, can you ascertain what your disease is? Haridas replied, my disease is that I cannot that I cannot complete my rounds. Now that you become old, said the Lord, you may reduce the number of rounds you chant daily. You are already liberated, and therefore you need not follow the regulative principles very strictly. Your role in this incarnation is to deliver the people in general. You have sufficiently preached the glories of the holy name in this world. The Lord concluded, now, therefore, please reduce the fixed number of times you chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Haridas Thakur replied, kindly hear my real plea. I was born in an inferior family, and my body is most abominable. I always engaged in low work, therefore I am the lowest, most condemned of men. I am unseeable and untouchable, but you... But you have accepted me as your servant. This means that you have delivered me from a hellish condition and raised me to the Vaikuntha platform. My dear Lord, you are the fully independent personality of Godhead. You act by your own free will. You cause the whole world to dance and act as you like. My dear Lord, by your mercy, you have made me dance in many ways. For example, I was offered the Srada Patra that should have been offered to first-class brahmanas. I ate from it, even though I was born in a family of meat eaters. I have had one desire for a very long time. I think that quite soon, my Lord, you will bring to a close your pastimes within this material world. I wish that you not show me this closing chapter of your pastimes. Before that time comes, kindly let my body fall down in your presence. I wish to catch I wish to catch your lotus-like feet upon my heart and see your moon-like face. With my tongue, I shall chant your holy name. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. That is my desire. Kindly let me give up my body in this way. Most merciful Lord, if by your mercy it's possible, kindly grant my desire. Let this low-born body fall down before you. You can make possible this perfection of all my desires. Need to blow my nose. So many lessons inside of this chapter. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, my dear Haridas, Krishna is so merciful that he must execute whatever you want. But whatever happiness is mine is all due to your association. It is not fitting for you to go away and leave me aside. Catching the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Haridas Thakur said, my Lord, do not create an illusion. Although I am so fallen, you must certainly show me this mercy. My Lord, there are many respectable personalities, millions of devotees who are fit to sit on my head. They are all helpful in your pastimes, my Lord. If an insignificant insect like me dies, what is the loss? If an ant dies, where is the loss to the material world? My Lord, you are always affectionate to your devotees. just an imitation devotee, but nevertheless, I wish that you fulfill my desire. That is my expectation, because he had to perform his noon duties. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got up and leave. But it was settled that the following day, after he saw Lord Jagannath, he would return to visit Haridas Thakur. After embracing him, after embracing him, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left to perform his noon duties and went to the sea to take his bath. The next morning, after visiting the Jagannath temple, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, accompanied by all his other devotees, came hastily to see Haridas Thakur. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the other devotees came before Haridas Thakur, who offered his respects to the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all the Vaishnavas. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired, "My dear Haridas, what is the news?" Haridas replied, "My Lord, whatever mercy you can bestow upon me." Upon hearing this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately began great congregational chanting in the courtyard. Vakrishvara Pandita was a chief dancer, headed by Svarupa Damodara Goswami. All the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu surrounded Haridas Thakur, and they began congregational chanting. In front of all the great devotees like Ramananda Raya and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to describe the holy attributes of Haridas Thakur. As he described the transcendental attributes of Haridas Thakur, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu seemed to possess 5 months. The more he described, the more his great happiness increased. After hearing of the transcendental qualities of Haridas Thakur, all the devotees present were struck with wonder. They all offered their respectful obeisances to the lotus feet of Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur made Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sit down in front of him, and then and then he fixed his eyes like two bumblebees on the lotus feet of the Lord. He held the lotus feet. He held the lotus feet of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on his head, and then he took the dust of the feet of all the devotees present and put it on his head. He began to chant, the holy name of Sri Krishna Chaitanya again and again. As he drank the sweetness of the face of the Lord. Tears, tears constantly glided down from his eyes. While chanting the holy name of Sri Krishna Chaitanya, he gave up his air of life and left his body. Seeing the wonderful death of Haridas Thakur by his own will, which was just like a great mystic yogi's, everyone remembered the passing away of Bhisma. There was a tumultuous noise as they all chanting the holy name, Hari and Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became overwhelmed, overwhelmed with ecstatic love. The Lord raised the body of Haridas Thakur and he placed it on his lap. And then he began to dance in the courtyard in great ecstatic love. Because of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's ecstatic love, all the devotees were helpless. And in ecstatic love, they also began to dance and to chant congregationally. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced for some time, and then Swarup Damodar Goswami informed him of all the rituals for the body of Thakura Haridas. The body of Haridas Thakur was erased unto a carrier that resembled an airship and taken to the sea, accompanied by congregational chanting. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced in front of the procession, and Vakrishvara Pandita, along with the other devotees, chanted and danced behind him. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bathed the body of Haridas Thakur in the sea, and then he declared, from this day on, this sea has become a great pilgrimage site. Everyone drank the water that had touched the lotus feet of Haridas Thakur, and then they smeared remnants of Lord Jagannath's sandalwood pulp on Haridas Thakur's body. After a hole was dug in the sand, the body of Haridas Thakur was placed in it. Remnants from Lord Jagannath, such as his silken robes, sandalwood pulp, food, and cloth were placed on the body. All around the body, the devotees performed congregational chanting, and Vakrishvara Pandita danced in jubilation. With his transcendental hands, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally covered the body of Haridas Thakur, chanting Hari Bol, Hari Bol. They covered the body of Haridas Thakur with sand and then constructed a platform up on the side. The platform was protected all around by fencing. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced and chanted all around the platform, and as the holy name of Hari roared tumultuously, the whole universe became filled with that vibration. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. After Sankirtan, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bathed in the sea with his devotees, swimming and playing in the water in great jubilation. After circumambulating the town of Haridasakur, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the Simhadvara gate of the Jagannath temple. The whole city chanted in congregation, and the tumultuous sound vibrated all over the city. Approaching the Simhadvara gate, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spread his cloth and he began to beg prasada for all the shopkeepers there. I am begging prasada for a festival honoring the passing away of Haridas Thakur, the Lord said, please give me alms. Hearing this, all the shopkeepers immediately came forward with big baskets of prasada, which they very jubilantly delivered to Lord Chaitanya. However, Svarupa Damodara stopped them. All the shopkeepers returned to their shops and sat down with their baskets. Svarupa Damodara sent Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu back to his residence and kept with him 4 Vaishnavas and 4 servant carriers. Svarupa Damodara said to all the shopkeepers, deliver to me 4 palmfuls of prasada from each and every item. In this way, varieties of prasada were collected. They packed up in different loads and carried on the heads of the 4 servants. Not only did Svarupa Damodara Goswami bring prasada, but Varinata, Pattanayaka, as well as Kaji Mishra sent large quantities. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made all the devotees sit in rows and personally began to distribute the prasada, assisted by 4 other men. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not accustomed to taking prasada in small quantities. He therefore put on each plate what at least 5 men could eat. Swarupa Damodara Goswami requested Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, please sit down and watch. With these men to help me, I shall distribute the prasada. The 4 men, Swarup, Jagadananda, Kashishvara, and Shankara distributed the prasada continuously. All the devotees who sat down would not accept the prasada as long as the Lord had not eaten. On that day, however, Kaji Mishra had extended an invitation to the Lord. Therefore, Kaji Mishra personally went there and delivered prasada to Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with great attention, and he made him eat. With Paramananda Puri and Brahmanandi Bharati, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sat down and he accepted the prasada. Then he began to eat. So did all the Vaishnavas. Everyone was filled up to the neck because Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu kept telling the distributors, give them more, give them more. After all the devotees finished accepting prasada and had washed their hands and mouths, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu decorated each of them with a flower garland and sandalwood robe. Overwhelmed with ecstatic love, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered a benediction to all the devotees, which all the devotees heard with great satisfaction. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave this benediction. Anyone who has seen the festival of Sri Haridas Thakur's passing away, anyone who has chanted and danced here, anyone who has offered sand on the body of Haridas Thakur, and anyone who has joined this festival to partake of the prasada will receive the favor of Krishna very soon. There is such wonderful power in seeing Haridas Thakur. Being merciful upon me, Krishna gave me the association of Haridas Thakur. Being independent in his desire, he has now broken that association. When Haridas Thakur wanted to leave this material world, it was not within my power to detain him. Simply by his will, Haridas Thakur could give up his life and go away, exactly like Bhishma, who previously died simply by his own desire, as we heard from Shastra. Haridas Thakur was the crown jewel on the head of this world. Without him, this world is now bereft of its valuable jewel. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then told everyone, say, all glory is to Haridas Thakur, and chant the holy name of Hari. Saying this, he personally began to dance. Everyone began to chant. All glories, all glories, all glories to Haridas Thakur, who revealed the importance of chanting the holy name of the Lord. Thereafter, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bid farewell to all the devotees, and he himself, with mixed feelings of happiness and distress, took rest. Thus, I have spoken about the victorious passing away of Haridas Thakur. Anyone who hears this narration will certainly fix his mind firmly in devotional service to Krishna. From the incident of Haridas Thakur's passing away and the great care Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took in commemorating it, one can understand just how affectionate he is toward his devotees. Although he is the topmost of all sannyasis, he fully satisfied the desire of Haridas Thakur. At the last stage of Haridas Thakur's life, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him the company and allowed him to touch him. Thereafter, he took the body of Haridas Thakur on his lap and personally danced with it. Out of his causeless mercy, he personally covered the body of Haridas Thakur with sand and personally begged alms from the shopkeepers. Then he conducted a great festival to celebrate the passing away of Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur was not only the topmost devotee of the Lord, but also a great and learned scholar. It was his great fortune that he passed away before Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The life and characteristics of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are exactly like an ocean of nectar, one drop of which can please the mind and ear. Anyone who desires to cross over the ocean of omniscience, please hear with great faith the life and characteristics of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunatha, always desiring their mercy. I, Krishna Das, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I hear you. I hope you didn't
Yeah,
want
yeah.
me to stop several times.
Yeah, I had to refresh the page. So yeah.
Did you
So,
try to stop me while I was reading? Because I couldn't hear it. I'm sorry.
no, I didn't try to stop you. No,
Okay.
no. Okay, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, isn't it amazing how it shows you how God actually is towards his devotee? You know, it's so affectionate, so what do you call it? Respecting and honoring. I mean, this is the Lord himself. Is yeah, and the devotee is just so amazingly surrendered to the Lord. Yeah, and all glories to Haridas Thakur, who taught us the importance of chanting the holy name. And you have to show people how important it is. You know, you got to show them the value. Literally, show them. They have to see the value of chanting on your person. You see how it inspires, how it purifies, how it awakens, how it enlightens. You know how it gives us entrance into the into ecstatic worship of Krishna.
Yeah.
Right? So people need to see that, otherwise they don't know what is real Krishna consciousness. You know?
Yeah.
So Haridas showed that his example was he would just go out in villages and walk through the village and chant publicly. Strangers in ecstasy. Tears would come. Sometimes he laughed, sometimes he cried. So what is this stuff that you can't show and all that stuff? You know, he was doing it. He was going through the bit just like Lord Chaitanya also doing it. And that's how he showed the value of chanting. People saw, well, this is uncommon. This is different. Look how happy he is. Look how protected by God he is. It's just all these attributes. Look, the person's liberated from cycle of birth and death. And people, even that prostitute who took his shelter and had faith in him, became purified and could also chant in ecstasy, became a great saint. So it's always the devotee is the path that is actually the real representative, and it shows in their symptoms. So we need to be looking at that, you know. Otherwise, what are we looking at? We're looking at illusions created by persons who are not qualified. You know, the truth of devotional service is plainly evident, but unless your heart is purified by this bhakti, you can't see it, and you need to hear it from the devotees. They, you know, and because they see and they tell you what they see because their heart is purified by ecstatic worship. You know, it's so evident, it's so simple, so clear. But again, you have to hear it, and then you hear about the clarity. The Vedas, you know, it's so clear in these books. The books are so simple, straightforward. But without a heart that's purified by ecstatic worship, you can't see this stuff. You know. And that's why, you know, these things Jesus said are very profound. Only the Father knows the Son, and the Son knows the Father, and the Son can reveal the Father to whom they choose, to whoever's listening and appreciating their association. Otherwise, nobody knows. Nobody knows what the real God is. Satchidananda, everybody, it's all it's in the book, Satchidananda. People say it's Satchijaya, Satchidananda, Satchinandana, Jaya, devotees, but nobody knows what is. Yeah. See, but here you come, everybody learns very easily, very quickly. We not only demonstrate what is bhakti by the Lord's grace, we're able to demonstrate it. And then teach about it, just like the books. The books are also teaching about it. Nectar of Devotion talks about all the different ecstasies and all that. Yesterday I did this japa video, and I was explaining in Nectar of Devotion some of these symptoms. And then after, just in practice, these same kind of symptoms just started to arise, automatically. Krishna wanted to show. So we talked about them, and then the spontaneous demonstration.
That was your last video yesterday?
No, it was one before that. It was in the afternoon, and I did it. It should say japa chanting practice theory or something like that.
I will watch it. Yeah. Okay.
This is the basic. I was kind of teaching about chanting. I did it for the Gateway of Light thing mainly, or actually for everybody. But talk about the theory about it more, because a lot of times they just see us chanting in ecstasy, and they got to. It's like people write a book and then they consider, oh, you wrote a book, then you're qualified. So we take these books that are written and just show them that this ecstatic chanting is bona fide. And say, see, this book, it says in Nectar Devotion, these are the symptoms. And so then when people see them, they'll say, oh, okay, well, it's in the book. We respect Prabhupada's books, well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So probably it'd be good to teach more about these kind of symptoms, what they mean, because the Nectar Devotion, it explains about these things. Yeah. Let's see. I think maybe we'll stop here and take a little nap. And yeah. And I'll see you guys a little bit later. Thank you for coming, Lolita. Very good reading. Ecstatic.
Thank you so much for making me ecstatic.
Actually, we got 13 people. I read a little bit, something, or maybe a little Siddhanta or something. Let me read, just for the heck of it, out of I'll read from Bhagavad Gita. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see here. Opulence of the absolute truth.
I mute myself for the noise here.
Okay. This is chapter 10, I think, in the chapter 10. Yeah, chapter 10, verse first. The Supreme Lord said, my dear friend, mighty armed Arjuna, listen again to my supreme word. which I shall impart to you for your benefit, and which will give you great joy. I love that, man. This is so good. Um, listen to my supreme word. See, supreme word is the best of all words because they come from Krishna. And this book was, of course, written by Veda Vyas, and they come from Krishna through his devotee. See, that's the supreme word, is the word glorifying the true God conclusively. That's why Jesus' word was better than the Pharisees' word, because it was conclusive. It's called, that was supreme. It's with like as it is. That if we hear the word of God, a word about God, word about God. The word about God is the word of God through the mouth of the devotees. His real devotees who have real devotion, whose hearts are purified by bhakti, therefore they understand the conclusive nature of Srimad Bhagavatam and the Bible and all scriptures. Okay? That's the word of God. See? And it gives great joy. Hey, that's how you know. If you have faith in Krishna, and you have faith in a real Vaishnava, you're going to get real joy when you hear about them. Because you're getting conclusive understanding. It's very inspiring. Okay? So here, listen to my supreme Lord, which I shall impart to you for your benefit. That's why the Lord comes here. He gives his association for our benefit. He brings his devotees here for our benefit. Fortunate is a person who has faith in that supreme benefit that comes from the Lord's real devotees and himself when they come here. That's why you get this special mercy that nobody else gets. You notice that? This mercy is so special. There's nothing like this. Because we have faith in the real associates of the Lord and the real Lord and the conclusive nature, and we're not alloying it up, making it mixed, I have faith in Prabhupada and Bhakti Siddhanta and the Bhakti Vinod, and I also have faith with these other persons who are not of that stature, that are not used by the transcendental potency of Krishna. See, that causes alloy. See? Speculation's going to be in there, various desires for other things. It's going to be peppered into that. So if we want the supreme benefit, it's all spelled out right here. Just listen, to the supreme word. Basically, listen to Bhagavad Gita through the mouth of a devotee who actually has this devotion to Krishna, love for Krishna. They're liberated souls because of that love, that devotion. They just naturally like to talk about the object of their love without speculation and present the real God to people. The real God. See? The God of gods, the King of kings, not the King of kings, and let's present the kings of this world. No. The Lord is the King of all kings. He's the King of everything. He's the supreme controller of even the demons. He controls them, everything. See, you get Krishna, you get control of it all. Because we take shelter of the supreme controller. Therefore, our lives are under that blessing and that control, of the Lord himself, which controls this Maya. Controls our falling under the illusion of these crazy things happening in this world now. Protection. A great verse, man. Shall impart to you for your benefit and which will give you great joy. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada. The word param is explained thus by Parasara Muni, one who is fully in 6 opulences, who has full strength, full fame, wealth, knowledge, beauty, renunciation is param. See, that's Krishna, right? But it's also Krishna's devotee. See, because if we take shelter of the Lord, those attributes start appearing in us. Even one is glorious, and then they just develop more and more. See? The devotee, full strength is in Krishna. Actually, when I was chanting today, I was meditating on that. I said, my God, Krishna, you're my strength. I see. Whoa, this is amazing. You know, the Lord, just by surrendering to the Lord, he strengthens us. See? He blisses us. Okay? He ecstatics us. He makes us ecstatic because he's ecstatic, and we're surrendering to his ecstasy. We're surrendering to his bliss. Okay? This gives us life. This is the real life. He's full of strength. See, that strength is in the Lord. Of ourselves, we cannot do this. Of ourselves, we cannot chant in ecstasy. He's our strength and ability. I am the ability in men, he says, right? So, yeah. So he's our ability for even performing devotional service. If we are engaged like this means we have fortunate to have the special mercy of the Lord. Otherwise, there's no way this can happen on our own. And if we don't understand that, Krishna will disappear for a while and show us. He's done that many times to me. So, you know, if you get a little proud thinking, you know, this way, and then all of a sudden disappears and, oh, I see. Without you, nothing gets done, man. Even, yeah, so anyway, sometimes the gopis get a little proud because of the special mercy. And same thing, Advaita, he got a little proud because of the special mercy. That's different. That's a pastime. Okay? And then the Lord disappeared for a while, and then, oh, where is the Lord? You know, he said, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, there's one of the qualities I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
One of the opulences I don't understand. You have wealth, you have strength, you have. I don't know them by heart, Guru Maharaj. You just read them.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me read them here. Okay. Strength, full fame, wealth, knowledge, beauty, and renunciation.
Renunciation.
Yeah. Renunciation means is.
I know the word, but I don't see it.
Well, renunciation. Okay. All right. Yeah. So renunciation practically is you're not interested in fruitive stuff in the world. See, you renounce fruitive activity. Okay. You renounce like full faith in family life. You know, if people in your family try to get you away from devotional service, you renounce that. You renounce the, you know, like you. Oh, really? Oh, leave devotional service. Well, if you say so. You know, no. You renounce that. You renounce illusions. You know, you renounce ignorance. Yeah. And you know, like that. It's just you're renounced of the material world. You don't believe in it anymore. It's you see it's there. Maybe you might have some attachment, but increasingly it's going because you don't have faith in it. You just kind of let it go, you know, and you increase our attachment to Krishna, and then everything just is let it become more and more renounced. You may not have full renunciation yet, but it increases. Even you may not have full fame, but it increases because we become full in Krishna, full in God. See, full of God. And so therefore automatically the fame increases. I mean, I've seen it develops, you know, you get the Lord's association, you get Bhakti Lata Bij, and you chant the holy name in more and more ecstasy every day, and your fame increases. You know, that's your renunciation increases, your strength increases, your potency increases. Yeah, see, everything like this. This is why this is, God, you devotees out there, you're not coming here where this increases so much. And otherwise, well, many devotees there, this transcendental relationship is dormant. They don't have Bhakti Lata Bij awakened yet. So they can't have this ever increasing fame, ever increasing strength. See, this is what he's saying. It's like Francis comes, yeah, every day I'm inspired. See, yeah, it's ever fresh. See, because, you know, we're making headway in devotional service. Yeah, we're different than we were even a week ago. It's like pronounced changes. Yeah, and this is why Bhakti Lata Bij is very important to get. And Prabhupada said not all disciples get Bhakti Lata Bij. You may not get it. Yeah, maybe you get Gyan Bij. You're really interested in being a big scholar. Your head swells like this. Some of these people with, they're really like quoting verses and all. They got Gyan Bij. They don't have Bhakti Lata Bij. Bhakti Lata Bij has these symptoms. Your devotional qualities and gifts begin to manifest like this. Your knowledge, see, all knowledge is in Krishna, and this is what we're given, right? Our knowledge comes from because we have Bhakti Lata Bij, we can mine the revealed scriptures, and our knowledge increases. This is so, yeah, and beauty. What is beauty now? Spiritually, beauty. Spiritual beauty is bhakti, man. Yeah, even an ugly person like Vedavyas was physically very ugly, but he was beautiful. His Bhagavatam is beautiful. See the qualities. These are all spiritual. You see, people, they look at this and they think materially. When I started, I also thought, oh, all knowledge, all beauty, all renunciation, oh, how beautiful, beautiful face and all that. No, the beauty of bhakti, make an ugly person beautiful, huh? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Vedavyas was very beautiful. He was so ugly. The lady that was going to have sex with him for a child, she said, I can't do it, man. He's too ugly. So put a bag over my head. They put a bag. I mean, it's in Mahabharata, man. Put a bag over her head. You couldn't look at the guy. But look at the Bhagavatam. See, that's real beauty, right? Lord Chaitanya loved that Bhagavatam. Yeah. Full fame. See, fame increases too. Usually when I started, man, I was getting tomatoes all over the place. Now look. Now I get still a lot of tomatoes, but man, the fame is increasing from bhakti. That's how it works. You're not interested in the fame, but it comes along from this kind of worship. You notice that, Lilita? Well, you just keep worshiping Krishna, and all of a sudden, oh, I really like Lilita's class. Boy, I'm really getting inspired. You thought, see, Krishna wanted to show you, how it works. You just keep worshiping him, and the fame increases, the beauty increases, the knowledge. I mean, what a wonderful thing, man. Get Bhakti Lata Bij and watch it grow. We used to have these crystals. I think maybe you had them in Europe too. I was a kid, man. We used to grow these crystals. Watch them grow, man. This is better. We come here, get Bhakti Lata Bij and watch your bhakti grow. Watch your renunciation grow, your knowledge grow, true knowledge, real understanding grow. Watch the beauty grow. All of a sudden, people you become like a pop star amongst people that know. And oh, Lalita's class now. Oh, I can't wait. I get so inspired. Yeah, this can happen. All of you guys, the Lord wants to make you like this, a famous pop star. He's famous, right? He's not thinking about it. See, you just got to get it the right way. He's got all fame, all strength. He's not thinking like, he says, yeah, no, this is because of, Lord Krishna, and Bhagavatam says this. He says, I worship the feet of my devotee, and because of that worship of my devotees like this, I get all this strength. Hey, I get all this strength. I get all this power, all this love. I get everything. So I'm worshiping the feet of the Vaishnavas. Why shouldn't others? See, that's what he's saying. It's true for him. Of course, it's very deep and profound what he's saying. He's saying that he's in you. See? He's saying, hey, man, you worship the feet of the Vaishnavas and I'll grow strong in you. Hey, I'll be actually doing the worship, and you'll be understanding how that's working. You'll be understanding that you're pleasing me by worshiping the feet of those who are like that. They give us the real conclusive understanding of the Lord. They're empowered and anointed by the Spirit of the Lord to free the captives and preach the transcendental news to the poor. Ready, poor in spirit, not real spirited, they just, oh, I want to listen. Oh, great, here you go. Here's the good news. Boop, become ecstatic very fast. Okay. While Krishna was present on earth, he displayed all 6 opulences. Therefore, great sages like Parsa. So, in the Lord, this is why the worship of the Lord is really the way to go, and the worship of advanced devotees who are on this transcendental platform, because, especially the Lord, he's full in these opulences, and devotees, real devotees, worship the Lord and become strengthened, become more knowledgeable in all perfect ways. By the perfection of the Lord himself does it through them. You see, you get the real beauty. See, not beauty by, not that beauty. Beauty of bhakti, beauty of devotional ornaments. That's real beauty. You notice those women in Krishna consciousness, usually they got to make their nice saris and they come out, and they look really dolly and say, that kind of thing. Not that kind of beauty. Beauty from the soul being enlivened by bhakti and purified by bhakti. It's very amazing. So the Lord is full in that. So for us to become more and more full in that is we have to worship. And if you want to do it quick, you get the association of those advanced on the spiritual path, liberated souls who prove it by chanting the holy names with great ecstatic devotion. And there you go. You found the elevator now, right? All study of the Vedas. I've said this so many times, but it can never be repeated enough. Jesus said, all your study of the Vedas, all your fasting and renunciations and everything is leading to meeting him or a devotee empowered by the Lord. It's all leading. Then it's perfected. Then you get bhakti as a gift. See, just like the Lord. See, bhakti was a gift. Here you get bhakti as a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Go ahead.
We find it every day in the books. Whatever we read. Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita. We find it constantly back, even
Everywhere.
unexpected, because I don't know where everything is. When I start reading it, oh, here we go again.
Here we go again.
I
like
say
it.
it even, here we go.
Here we go again. It's all in there, huh? Yeah, it's very simple. And it's in all the books, all of them. Yeah.
And still they don't see it.
Yeah. But those who are meant to, they will, the Lord awakens because we're not here in a mass mission thing right now. Because how can we deal with, say we get, see, that's why Prabhupada taught Vaidhi to collect, people can understand that he doesn't have to deal with anybody very deeply, right? No, just follow rules, regulations, do this, do that, get you going, man. And one by one, as people are ready, they come in more personal care here, personal assistance, and more confidential conclusions that get you going, purify you. Therefore, the sages like Parsa Muni have accepted Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead. Yeah. So when the Lord was here, he demonstrated these obstinates. People could see with their own eyes. He was he was the most famous. People, appreciated him a lot, unless they were demons. He was the most knowledgeable. Yeah, he had the most wealth and the most beauty. He had the most wealth of devotion, really. That's real wealth. That's what you can say, hey man, your money is worthless to God. It doesn't have any worth to him. He doesn't consider material opulence like anything. How much devotion do you have? That's the same thing. The Lord ain't considering how many followers you got out there as your as wealth. That's not wealth, how many followers you have. Not wealth, how many books you distributed. That's not wealth. Cookies, books, all that. Okay, that's fine, you're doing that. But the real wealth is devotion. The Lord, offer me a leaf and a flower or anything with devotion. See, the devotion is the wealth. Otherwise, he said, I don't accept it. Pure devotion, the Lord really accepts. Pure love of God, love of Him, love for Him. He's the object. Do you feel it? Or are you just distributing cookie and books? And that's okay. Yeah, distribute cookie and books. And when the mercy gets very thick, then you'll learn all the details. You meet bona fide spiritual master, you get bhakti lata bees. Now your heart will be tied to God. That's marriage, a spiritual marriage. All right. Now Krishna is instructing Arjuna in the more confidential knowledge of his opulences and his work. Let's see if we've got any comments here. Uh-huh. Okay, what do we got here? Pani says, unless one hears from ecstatic devotee, this self-evident truth about bhakti can't be understood. It remains a mystery. Key is his dear devotee. Exactly. That's it, Pani. Obeys with love. Yeah. All right. Thank you, dear Gurudev. Slowly but surely I can realize. Yeah. Yeah. This thing about Veda Vyas is so funny. Throws me out of my chair. Hey, man, I'm not speculating. I read that in the, it is in the Mahabharata. Krishna is very funny. When you get control of Krishna, that's why Lalita laughs a lot, because he's very funny.
Yeah.
It's not like a funny bone. Yeah, he's got a funny bone there, man. And it's just laughs and laughs.
But sometimes I laugh without knowing why for.
Yeah.
Just makes me laugh.
Yeah, he knows why. Yeah. So let's see. He explains his specific opulences to Arjuna. In previous chapter, he has clearly explained his different energies to establish devotion in firm conviction. And you see, establish devotion and firm conviction. That's really important, isn't it? Isn't that we establish devotion as the goal? Devotion, ecstatic devotion. If you got real devotion, it's really going to be ecstatic. And the more ecstatic, the better. The more ecstatic means you're an associate of Lord Chaitanya when you have intense ecstasy, like he did. People generally, if they just worship Radha and Krishna, what I noticed, and they don't worship Lord Chaitanya, their ecstasy isn't as deep as those who worship Lord Chaitanya. That's why the Lord came. Yeah. The Lord came here to give us that devotion and make us qualified for real worship of Radha and Krishna, which is very intense. Very intense. Look, I couldn't even read. That Rupa Goswami's book is so much ecstasy in it, I could barely read a verse. Yeah, that's Vrindavan, man. It's powerful. It's intense. It's really ecstatic. Right? So Lord Chaitanya came here to qualify us and purify us so that kind of ecstasy can manifest. Okay? So that's what the way it is. And by Lord Chaitanya's shelter and association, it's just like Gopa Kumara went to Vrindavan to do bhajan. But this is even better because Lord Chaitanya appeared here. Gopa Kumara was from the past, before Lord Chaitanya actually manifested. Just by doing bhajan in associate with Lord Chaitanya, it's just like better than being in Vrindavan and doing it. So when you meet a devotee that is a real associate of Lord Chaitanya, you do bhajan in their association, you get a better result, faster result. Okay? And I'm not just saying, you think I'm just saying that? No, Krishna says that. Worship of my deity, going to Vrindavan, taking baths in the holy rivers, it purifies after a long time. But my devotee, my ecstatic devotee, they get purified just by them being seen. What do you see? You see what you don't see in Vrindavan usually. You see ecstasy in the worship of Krishna. It's very rare to even see that. In many lifetimes, you may not see that. In 10 million lifetimes, you may not see that. And now you are. Lord Chaitanya said, I've seen this ecstatic devotion. Now Krishna will never leave me. See, you know too much. He's going to kill your false ego, man. He's going to whack that false ego, and then you're going to know him. And he's a one-way trip. Oh, you see my confidential form. Oh, he's going to grab you and throw you into Vrindavan. In jail, in jail in Vrindavan, and you can't get out. You're behind the bars. I can't get out of Vrindavan. Poor person in the jail. And Krishna is the jailer, man. Won't let you go, man.
Great deal, man.
You're caught by yoga maya, man. You can't get out. You're just strongly bound up in the mode of Shuddha Bhakti. You know, terrible consequence. Imprisoned by bhakti, man. Those bars, you think bars of Maya are strong. Bars of those bars, man, you can't, impenetrable. Can't get out. Once you're in there, Krishna won't let you out. You can go all over the universes and still you'll be imprisoned in Vrindavan. And Vrindavan is your ball and chain. Everywhere you go, you drag it around.
Hallelujah.
Everywhere you go, you just drag that ball and chain, like those guys in prison. You're dragging Vrindavan everywhere you go.
Ankle thing, ankle.
Yeah, you got on your ankle, man, this ball and chain of Vrindavan. Just you take 4 steps forward, man, Vrindavan slides wherever you go. Can't get rid of Vrindavan, man. It's like you become, it's just like Radharani says, man, I try to get away from Krishna, but everywhere I look, he blocks my way. Sometimes Radharani's thinking, I got to get away from Krishna. What can I do? I'll retreat into sense gratification. And that still doesn't work for her.
I understand her.
Yeah. He explains his specific opulences to Arjuna. Again, in this chapter, he tells Arjuna about his manifestations and various opulences. The more one hears about the Supreme God, the more one becomes fixed in devotional service. One should always hear about the Lord in association of devotees. That will enhance one's devotional service. So, and obviously, hear about the Lord in association with real devotion. I mean, those who have real devotion, real bhakti, pure bhakti. Hear from them. Those who have sincere, authentic relationship with the Lord and a transcendental relationship. Maybe they may not be Maha Bhagavats or something, but they have relation. They have Bhakti Lata Bij, man. They have sincere love for Krishna, devotion, real devotion. Here in that association, it's got to be powerful. That's what the books are saying. Yeah, yeah. That's is that to be, here? Okay, if you hear about Krishna in association with devotees who are speculators, still, well, that's something. But if yeah, if this is available, why not? I mean, this is inspiring. Did you hear Francis today? He said, "Boy, he said, thank you very much, Maharaj. Every day is ever fresh, inspiring." Now, isn't that the better thing? I mean, why not? If you develop faith in a real Vaishnava, and they convince you, because if you've read Prabhupada's books and you really want Krishna, you listen there, you'll see there's something special mercy. That will enhance one's devotional service. Discourses in a society of devotees can take place only among those who are really anxious to be in Krishna consciousness. Now, isn't that a fact? Don't we talk about that all the time? If you end up here, that means you're really anxious. You're really anxious to be, what does it say, to be in Krishna conscious. Otherwise, you won't get the association of real devotees. Real. I mean, real. They have real devotion, ecstatic love. They're liberated souls. You won't get that. See? Because if you're really anxious to be in Krishna consciousness, that means you got to hear the truth. And that means you got to, when you hear the truth, it's going to dash your illusions to the ground. Are you ready for that? Are you ready to know what is the difference between spirit and matter? Are you ready to know the difference between what is actually spiritual, what is really pure devotional, and what is in the mode of goodness? Many people believe in the mode of goodness is going to deliver them, and they're not ready. They're too attached to it. No, my rules, regulations, and my regulative devotional service is going to save me. Okay? And you come here, it's like, what is this going on? You don't have faith in that. But if you're really eager, you're going to see that Vaidhi Bhakta falls 2 fingers too short. Okay? You got to have the devotion that Mother Yashoda had for Krishna to catch Krishna. See? That devotion is given here. Guess what? We got a guest here. Ooh, that's good. Now I got the full protection of the divine feminine. You're going to be.
Hare Krishna, everybody, beautiful people, my transcendental family. Your cross.
All right. See, I'm in the middle. They're squeezing me in.
I'm going for test. They will test me.
Yeah. They're going to stick the thing up your nose, or in your just.
No, just thing from mouth.
Okay.
Really?
I hope so. I will not. I won't let them do anything else.
Yeah.
I will tell you everything afterwards.
Yeah. You got to watch. They got a plan for this stuff, man. It's all. They might want to contact trace you now or stuff, with your phone and stuff. Let's see what they do. Some kind of, they got some, these guys got plans. They got this game plan that they're doing. So let's see what they do. We'll find out.
It's very low.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So discourses in a society of devotees can take place only among those who are really anxious to be in Krishna consciousness. Others cannot take part in such discourses. The Lord clearly tells Arjuna that because he is very dear to him. For his benefit, such discourses are taking place. Yeah, so, Krishna said before, and I think most confidential knowledge, I'm revealing this to you because you are my friend and my devotee, my surrendered devotee. So therefore, I'm revealing this to you. Okay? Otherwise, how can Krishna, how can you get this? Yeah, and you know what? I think I'm really getting tired. I probably should take my second sleep.
What time is
So
it with you? 5 o'clock?
it's almost 4:45. When I think we started like 1 o'clock or something, or 12, or
I
1
wasn't
o'clock.
there.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, a few hours. Okay, one more verse, a little bit. I got to push myself a little bit. Oops. Text 2. Oops. Neither hosts of demigods nor oops, nor the great sages know my origin, for in every respect I am the source of the demigods and the sages. I think River, oh, she was here. All right. So, purport. As the Brahma Samhita, Lord Krishna is the Supreme Lord. No one is greater than him. He is the cause of all causes. Here it is also stated by the Lord personally that he is the cause of all the demigods and the sages. Even the demigods and great sages cannot understand Krishna. They cannot understand neither his name or his personality. So, what is the position of so called scholars of this tiny planet? See, so even great sages can speculate. Even the demigods speculate. You can't understand Krishna that way. You got to get the mercy. You got to hear from the devotees who are relishing mellows. They don't speculate. They're elevated in just tasting the qualities of Krishna, and that is the only way to really know him. You got to taste his name, through transcendentally purified senses. You taste his name and you get revelation. That's the real understanding. See? That's beyond sages. That's beyond the demigods. See? That's the mercy of a real Vaishnava who knows Krishna. You either got that in the previous life, which is rare now for those persons to be here, or you get it now in this Sangha. Okay? You get it now. And now you can say, yeah, I'm starting to know Krishna. Okay? Because you give up the speculation and you taste your way into the gold mine. Okay? Otherwise, nobody knows. See, the sages and demigods don't know the origin because you have to follow the real process. This is the rarest knowledge and rarest bhakti devotion and given by Lord Chaitanya, so that we can understand Krishna. Otherwise, very rare, very hard to understand Krishna. Yeah. Why do the Vrindavan Brijavasis understand Krishna better than anyone because of this taste, huh? Because of this ras, because of this ecstatic worship. Otherwise, you can't understand Krishna. That's why Vaishnavas, they don't really understand Krishna. You know, if they did, they would love what we're doing, but they don't, most of them. Why? Because they don't understand Krishna. Because if they did, they would love this. Why do we understand? Because we're welcoming Krishna here. Yeah, we're welcoming his ecstatic mood, his laughter, his crying, everything we read about. Those personalities like Lord Chaitanya who understood Krishna because he cried a lot, he laughed a lot, he choked up a lot, he raised his hands up a lot, right? And he surrendered, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. See, you do that a lot, you begin to understand the real God, his nature. You because you're attuning to the real Lord. What he did, you start to do, like father, like son. You become a true son of the Lord here. Lord Chaitanya understood Krishna because of his hands raised in ecstasy, his tears pouring from his eyes, ecstatic laughter. And we're doing the same thing. You don't think we're going to understand Krishna? Shama Sudari! See, I can't lip read very good. Here we go.
Liberate me. I want to say something. Yes, Guru Maharaj. This is so true. What you said. I experienced probably 1 millionth of percent, but this is when we're reading or chanting or just think about Krishna, then these revelations are coming to us. This is like this name is so powerful that this is revealing. But people from this material world or the scholars, they think that they know better. And I was always like, for me, before I met God officially, for me it was like I'm living on the planet which is, situated in such a big cosmos. How can I know something? I neglected everything what they told me simply without any doubts, because for me it's obvious that they don't know. It's very simple knowledge. And as soon as you chant from your heart, from faith, with joy, then this is magic. This is how Lord works. I mean, he's showing us we are getting info for free.
Yes.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But when somebody is hearing this, listening this, says, no, it's not possible.
Yeah.
And this is this broad which one must cross.
Yeah, I remember that I always had the feeling that there was a certain veil over their explanations, and I always felt a certain tension in me. It wasn't satisfying at all.
Yes.
I always was in a certain tension.
Yes.
You understand what I mean?
Yes.
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 You feel this is not. Do I really have to believe what you are saying? I can't. It doesn't touch me.
Yeah. All my life I was not interested in nothing in school. Nothing was interested in for me. I was just super ignorant. I was learning, passing good somehow, and then I was forgetting. I couldn't take this knowledge into my system. But when I discovered spirituality and meditation and God, then it was like, wow, this is what I want to learn.
You guys talk a little bit. I got to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
No, I didn't have it. I only had it with Guru Maharaj because when I was in the temples, it couldn't satisfy me. It was not. I always thought I was too stupid, but I'm not too stupid to understand this. So, because it didn't touch my heart. spiritual knowledge needs to invoke some spirit inside of you, and that's what Guru Maharaj does.
Yes. And when I met Bhaktas and my first contact with Krishna consciousness, they of course told me about this all rules, how to cook, what to not touch, that I am dirty when I have this and this and this. And I was really scared. I was miserable because I thought, oh my God, I need to, relearn my life, and I need to change myself, like for something what I don't want, and I need to learn this stuff. And okay, when this being clean in kitchen, and I kind of like it because I felt that it works, but I was very sad that there is so much knowledge which I have to learn. It was like I feel unworthy, like not enough. When I will do this, how can I will this match with earning money and
Yeah.
and now it's like Lord is learning you every day, and you know exactly what you should know. And being settled and authentic makes you powerful, and gives you force life. Chaitanya is like living force, life force.
Yeah, there's a big difference. I remember in the temple there was somebody who came on a retreat and she wanted discover the Lord, and then she heard everybody talking about verses, and you've got to know this and you've got to know this, and she said, I have to read so many books to discover the Lord, to feel anything. I give it up. I'm going to give it up. I'm going back home. She had no courage anymore. She said, I work all day and now I need to do it all this. And then, like you say, change my whole life and follow all those kind of rules. And I need to earn my money. How will I do that? No.
Lalita, Lalita was more. I'm so happy that I could talk to you, but we have in 15 minutes this corona test. I need to leave now.
Yeah, good,
And
good.
I love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hare Krishna. See you next
Bye-bye.
time. Sorry.
Oh no, I'm sitting here all alone. Oh no, but no, I cannot invite anybody. Everybody, because Guru Maharaj does this. What shall I do then? Testify more, witness more, testify about what, how it feels when you associate with an empowered devotee and you listen to him, and for somebody it can take a while before they feel something, but believe me, the feeling will come. For me it was immediately, but maybe for some other people it will take a while. But you feel that Sirakora Haridas is really empowered to change something into your life, to change your feelings. He's touching your soul. He wakes your soul up. He's shaking you a little bit inside. And your soul wakes up, and the Lord finds his way inside of your heart, inside of your body, your blood, and it starts streaming, flowing into your veins, and he starts to work. When you really accept Krishna's invitation by following an ecstatic devotee who is empowered, we really accept this invitation of the Lord. He's really very grateful and very, very merciful. And he gives you loads and loads of love. not the love that we know, but real love, not material love that we know in having exchanges with others or with people or animals, or for instance, but something completely different, transcendental love, a substance that the Lord injects in your veins, not in your muscles, in your veins, and that starts to travel inside of you. And there is so much inside of this substance. It's a real powerful medicine. Intelligence is inside of that. Happiness is inside of that. Enlightenment is inside of it. Feeling lighter, feeling more happiness, feeling seeing clearly in the Lord. And you get a real transformation. You start to get other choices. You make other choices. The Lord inspires you to make other choices because you start to understand all those words, all those opulences of the Lord. And for instance, you start to understand why there is always written, Krishna is all attractive. You start to understand this attraction. And I'm not the only one. People here in class like Shama Sundari and Shama Gori, and most of all of you start to say, yeah, Larita, I recognize this. He is all attractive because we want to hear about him. And we want to feel him more and more and more, and we get addicted on him, and we never get enough of him. And it's very, very, very clear that he works through his devotee. Everything is going through his devotee. For me, my Guru Maharaj is all attractive. He's carrying this potency. He's carrying this word. He's carrying this ecstasy. He's carrying this concept. It's by his mercy and by being the door that I can come into this kingdom where everything is happening, in this paradise where everything is happening. It is by the mercy of my Guru Maharaj, or by the mercy of Srila Gaura Haridas. Yeah, everybody in the Sangha will know. That's why we are here every day. We want to hear him. We want to hear Guru Maharaj. We want to see him. We want to feel him. We want to hear how he explains the word of God, that he received all those revelations that he got for so many years. This power, we just get this little by little ourselves. And he's infecting us and affecting us. And I really feel now that the Lord is embracing me every day, that this invitation was there, but now I just go inside without invitation. I know I'm welcome. I know the Lord, from the moment the door goes open, and he's embracing me, and he's revealing lots of secrets, but lots of secrets that I even can't tell, because every time that I'm reading, I get new secrets. Every time that I'm reading, I get new understanding. And if I have to interrupt my reading all the time, I don't want. I don't want to interrupt it all the time. I'm a little bit selfish. I want to stay there, and these are secrets of the Lord that you can't have by reading the books like I did before in a dry way. I didn't read like Johann or Janaki or something. I read the Bhagavad Gita a few times without pleasure. and the past before I met Guru Maharaj, and I started Srimad Bhagavatam. It was a struggle. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it. So I stopped it. I just stopped. And then I met Guru Maharaj, and then suddenly, like, you know, they can say, and I know Vaidhi Bhakti has some taste, but this has much more than this. This has an explosion every day. From the first moment, 5 days, 5 videos after meeting my guru, I got the first explosion, and we get explosions every day. And that's actually the big difference between a bit of taste and what we have now. And I see Karuna is there, so this means Guru Maharaj is back. He's changing things. Maybe I don't need to talk all alone anymore. He's gone. So, so for those who believe in the Lord, like written in the scriptures, streams of living water will flow through their body. Yeah, and that's what's happening. Krishna is swimming through my veins, just inside, and this is so nice. This is so relatable. He's transforming me completely. He's taking over. He's just taking over, and he's taking me in his arms, and he's, oh my God, swinging me. Indeed, protection is there. Protection is there completely. And because of this living water inside of you, your focus changes completely. You want to be there. You want to focus yourself on him. Yes, you want to grow into this consciousness. This is what you have with addiction. You never have enough, and that's true. You never have enough. I feel empty without the Lord, and I live for Krishna. Now this morning I went on a japa walk with my daily walk with Balaram to have some exercise, but oh, I didn't want to be late. I was late for Guru Maharaj class. I was too late. You have this transcendental anxiety. Even when you're chanting yourself, you want to be with your Guru. You're eager to know more, and you know that he will give you more. There will be more. You want to be in this association, because the Lord is more present there when you are in association with your Guru. You want to please the Lord. You want to please Guru. Because your own pleasure is there. You have another pleasure. This is your pleasure now. You want to go live to witness, and even if you almost fall asleep, you still want to try it, because this is your life now. Living for God is a completely different life. This is my life now. I could never have this without my Guru. It is not possible to be a real devotee. I have a lot of discussions about that with Vaidhi Bhaktas. You can't, it is impossible to be a real devotee, to feel that you are a devotee. You can live in your own illusion. I am a devotee because I'm working for Krishna. but that's with the mind. But feeling that you're a devotee, you feel that you are a devotee when the Lord gives you the confirmations. Come here, my child, you're mine now. You're my associate, you're my friend. I give you understanding. I'm telling you secrets. Only by reading in ecstasy, I discover my Krishna. And this is so high and so deep and so relishable. It's just unbelievable, unbelievable. I'm just somebody completely different in such a short time, in such a short time. And it's indeed only by having faith in Guru. But it's not difficult, of course. If you receive this ecstasy, how can you not believe in Guru when you got ecstasy? When this transformation in your head and your heart it's manifesting in your body by his association, how can you not believe in him? It's not possible. It's too clear, too obvious, too. Yeah, it's very clear. The Lord shows you this. That's Krishna's intelligence. All glories to the Guru. All glories to Krishna's concept. All glories to this revival. All glories to this power of the Lord today. Guru Maharaj, are you hiding yourself?
I was observing from the background.
Yeah, but she disappeared. And then I was sitting here. So what shall I do?
Yeah, I wanted to see what you would do. Yeah, it was very good. Yeah, awesome.
Well, that's what I do when I go live myself, but now.
Yeah. So River wanted to know. River wanted to know if you get when they get purified, if you will, they will be like Lalita Ganga. No, you'll be like yourself in your relationship with Krishna, whatever that is. It's
Who's this river?
Yeah, River is asking that. Yeah, you will be like yourself, and no one can be like you. Everybody's unique in their relationship with the Lord. It's made like that. It's perfect. Yeah, no, Lalita Ganga is Lalita Ganga, and I'm me, and Jesus is Jesus, and Paul is Paul, and you are you, and we just keep relating to the Lord, and these, they call them spiritual gift, but it's the nature of the Lord through His devotees, manifesting. So it's all beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great sharing. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to go to take a nap now. I can barely keep my eyes open.
I'm going to cook.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Lily. That was awesome, man.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.